It would be one member will be appointed for 2 years, 2 members for 3 years, and 2 members for 4 years.
Okay.
And then we're fixing the length of term to 4 years. It's not actually in the resolution, so they're gonna fix that too.
Okay, so it'll be,
What they look like?
it'll start now at 2, 3, or 4,
Yes.
and then the renewal going forward will be
4.
every 4.
Yeah.
And that way it's a,
Yeah,
yeah,
because I brought that up when I was here for council. It doesn't, you just renewed everybody for 4 years.
yeah,
Or whatever, and it says there. You just
yeah,
Kill the board. It says, I don't remember when everybody was appointed.
yeah.
And I have a roster. I have the original roster. This is actually Kathy's roster. So again, it shows that we was appointed at different times, but I guess it's always been the same term.
Sorry, I don't see any chip.
So it's always so
Maybe
every
IT?
term here is January 15th.
Maybe IT has some?
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna correct that, so.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep, so if you wanna talk about that during board comments, whenever.
Okay, so bring that up during board comments, okay.
Whatever they got now, Parks and Rec or whatever,
Yeah,
you know, for them, I don't know, what they call them, flag.
yeah, yeah, so we'll,
See if
Flag
these batteries
extinguishers.
here anywhere?
yeah. Why don't you bring it up during board comments?
Batteries for microphone?
We'll get chips.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go. Enough to do, right? All right. Frank's supposedly making his way up maybe the elevator or something? You talked to Frank and they were like in the driveway or something, or in the parking lot?
They were in the car.
Oh, they were in the car. So not like he was getting out of the car and coming up the, and he'll have to come up the elevator, so I don't hear it dinging. So it's after 4, he'll just have to come up here today.
In the first store.
Yeah.
I remember West Shore. It was right there. Okay. So this. Okay, are you good?
Yep.
Okay.
Are you good? We're good to go? All righty. All right, Monday, January 22nd, 4 and change. Meeting called to order. First order of business, obviously, is Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. All right, open forum. Do we have anyone here for open forum today? All right, if no one's here for open forum, and yeah, if you're here for a candidate, then you'll talk during the interview applicants. All right, so the first agenda item is approving the minutes dated September 25th, 2023.
I make a
And-
motion.
Yeah, did both of y'all have a chance to go through the minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, ahead of time?
Yes,
All right, and you make a motion to
approve.
approve the minutes as read, and,
Second.
all right? All in favor?
Okay, here we go.
Oh, we got Frank, let's give Frank a minute to get on up here.
I don't think so.
Yeah, or maybe it'd be easier from,
Yeah, here, you want just right there, it'd be probably easier. Here we go.
There you go. How you?
How you, brother?
Good to see you again. All right, you okay?
lock them in there. Yeah, when I'm going anywhere.
Okay.
All right, Frank, did you have a chance to look at the minutes from last meeting?
From the last meeting?
Yeah, all right, well, we just had a motion and a second, so all in favor to approve the minutes for last meeting?
All right.
Aye.
All right. All yeses, no, none against, so approve the minutes from last meeting. The next item is to discuss Memorial Day ceremony. There you go. The man. The man with plan.
Man with a plan. John Lindsay, Parks and Rec Supervisor. So the last three have gone so well, we're just kind of going to cookie cutter what we've done before. We started the process today to reach out to vendors and the folks that usually get here. I'm going to try to find another bagpiper because that went over real well the last Memorial Day and it's kind of cherry on top. So
Yeah, I did.
for the most part, we've got food vendors. I've got 2 food vendors that are already kind of fighting to be in there, so I'm not worried about that. We'll probably go with the same color guard from Dunedin. They did a really good job, and they stepped in for us at the last minute this last time around for Veterans Day. Other than that, if there's something else you want to add to it, I'd be more than happy to listen.
What? Can you hear him? What? Can you hear him? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Did we determine who would be our MC?
Our master of ceremony, is
Yeah,
it still going to be you or
Does
Dane?
anyone else want to be MC for the next event?
I don't care too.
No, I put the word out and they're thinking that.
Well, not the guest speaker, but the MC. I mean, I have no problem continuing to do it. I know Dane did not want to do the last one, but we'll reach out to Dane. If Dane wants to be the MC, I'm fine with him absolutely doing it. But
Mayor could do it,
well, no, I think I mean, the mayor is one of the speakers.
but he got a nice story, he could tell.
Right. But I mean, he is going to be one of the speakers, but he wouldn't be the MC. I think the MC, like
MC
we've done
just
it,
pretty
should
much
always come from the
manages
board.
the-
Yeah,
From the board.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think ever since we started with the MC role years ago, it's flowed a lot better.
Very much.
Because when we had each person trying to call the next person, sometimes they'd forget. So I think that works the best.
Yes.
If we could reach out to Dane, I don't know if,
We can reach out.
okay.
John or
Yep.
John or I
Yeah,
will-
and
We'll
just.
reach out to him.
Just find out if he wants to, it might have been that the reason he said no on the last one is because he didn't expect it, it was kind of last minute, he just had gotten, nominated and voted in as the chair. But if he is, if he's good on doing it, I can definitely pass that baton.
Okay.
and for guest speakers, did you want to reach out to McDill again or?
Yeah, I think, and also our, the last guest speaker we had was great, but McDill also was available to provide somebody to us. But then we ended up using, somebody local here, which was great. But I can reach out to the McDill
Okay.
PR office.
I'll put you down for that. Other than that, unless there's something you want to add to the actual event, I think we're as good as we would be at this time of the year anyway. So I think, it's just a matter of, I'll have another singer there, probably,
Yeah.
hopefully a youth, somebody from one of the schools, a high school singer. We had somebody in our talent show, ironically,
Yeah.
who was really, really good. And I'm going to reach out to her and see if she wants to come and do the national anthem.
Yeah, and I think the last school ROTC that we did, they bring the colors out, but then they leave after that, which is fine. We just need to, we'll just adjust
Yeah.
that. We adjusted on the fly for it last time, and it worked out fine. I think that's fine that we don't have to retire them all. So
I think the thing was my opinion, it looked good having the colors still there.
Yeah.
At the end of the event.
Yep.
Because people like going up there and taking pictures.
Yeah, so I think
So it's
that
a
was,
great
I think that
photo
was
op as
perfectly
well.
fine. I know for previous Memorial Day ceremonies, we've always invited the Gold Star mothers to
I
do
plan
the
on doing that
ceremony.
again.
Is that,
Yeah,
yeah, that
yep.
gonna be on the
Yep,
agenda again? Okay, good.
Yeah, it's going to be
Pretty much
the
the same
same
as what
last
we've done.
Memorial Day,
Yep.
not necessarily the Veterans Day,
Yeah, yeah.
but the Memorial Day version
Okay.
of it, yeah.
All right, perfect.
We good?
Any other comments,
Gather,
questions?
we have a color guard and we have,
Yeah, he's gonna try to get the same one, and,
the same one?
It'll be Dunedin.
Dunedin,
I'm going to
yeah.
reach out to Dunedin.
yeah. All right, anything else?
You from McDill, that's bipartisan?
Well, yeah, when it comes from McDill, it's absolutely,
Hey,
it's,
you don't
they,
know what you're
it's
getting.
vetted from them. No, well, that's why we're doing it through them, because it's
No, no,
vetted,
no, that-
and it's an approved speech that they use when they come from there, so.
All right,
All right, perfect, thank you. All right, the next item is to interview applicants for the 2 alternate member positions. We have 2 vacant alternate 1 and alternate 2 positions open. And we have 4 applicants, Jimmy Hart, Nicholas Calderon, Miguel Perez, and Alejandro Delgado. Is Jimmy Hart here today? No? Okay. Nicholas Calderon? Yes, sir. All right, you want to come up to the podium and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Nicholas Calderon. I lived in Oldsmar for a long time. I moved here when I was 13 from New York. I joined the Army out of Oldsmar at the Clearwater office. I did 10 years in the Army, military police, 2 tours, one to Iraq, one to Vietnam, Guantanamo Bay. I've been out since 2018. I've been a member of the VFW starting in Safety Harbor in 2016. I was their junior vice commander for a year, and then I transferred over to the Oldsmar post when that opened. I'm a charter member of the Oldsmar post. And I'm still living right outside the border of Oldsmar. I'm not even a mile outside, but I've been coming to the meetings. I go to the VFW meetings when I can. I work right down the street as well. So, and I'm looking here to try and help out as much as I can.
So you've been to many of these ceremonies?
I've been to
huh?
quite a few of the Memorial Day, Veterans Day ceremonies down at the park, yes.
And if elected, do you have the time availability to make all the meetings? I mean, there's only,
Yeah.
it's literally 4 meetings a year and 2 events a year.
Yes, yeah, the time is not an issue. I do work, but my schedule is very easily flexible as well, so
Okay,
to make the events or meetings I could make.
all right. Appreciate it. Any other questions,
I
gentlemen?
have none.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And then next on the list is Miguel Perez. I'd like to come up and tell us something about.
Good evening. My name is Miguel. I live here in Oldsmar. I moved here about 2.5 years ago. I retired from the Coast Guard 27 years in.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, absolutely. I've been in Miami, Key West, here in Clearwater, San Francisco, North Carolina, and Sacramento. About 20 years of that was in aviation. So I live here in Oldsmar. I live about a mile from here, not even. And yeah, it's just volunteer for whatever needs to be done and help out wherever I can here.
And I know you work for the city, but
Right.
are you able, with your duties, to make all the meetings, the 4 meetings a year that are at this time and
And I
and the
talk to
events?
my supervisors and
Yeah.
it can happen.
Okay, perfect. Any questions?
I have none.
No? Okay, all right, thank you, Miguel. And then, last,
Cashier over there.
and then, last but not least, Alejandro Delgado.
Hello, good evening. My name is Alejandro Delgado. I go by Alex also, if that's easier. Been a resident of Oldsmar for almost 5 years now. I moved from the Detroit, Michigan area. I'm a retired U.S. Marine Corps officer. I did some time as an enlisted Marine, and then I did a commissioning program where I would eventually get my education at Florida State and my master's degree from Florida International University. I was an intelligence analyst as an enlisted person, and then I became a logistics officer, which was kind of why I decided it was time for me to make a change in my career. Most of my time was spent on active duty. Did the last few years in the reserves, supporting the Marine Corps Recruiting Command out of Detroit. Deployed all over the world, including tours to Iraq and Afghanistan. Really, my intent and kind of my hopes to be able to contribute to this committee really are to just think of and contribute to the resources for veterans in Oldsmar. Specifically educational benefits, which are something that I'm extremely passionate about. I was fortunate enough to be able to participate in some of the different programs that the Marine Corps offered for folks to get their education And so one of the things that I would love to contribute is an opportunity to really counsel folks on how to utilize their experience through smart transcripts, GI Bill, and so on and so forth. So that's one thing. And then the other, of course, is just to really help with getting the local community to really open up their hiring to our local veterans. So that's something that I'm passionate about. So those are two things that I would really like to contribute to this.
Okay, well, appreciate it. Any questions?
I have none.
Other than,
You're also flexible on,
yeah, the time to attend all the meetings
Yes,
and
sir.
everything? Okay. All right,
have
perfect.
you been to any meetings, any ceremonies?
I have been to the Veterans Day ceremony recently. I went with my son.
Is there any reason you weren't at any ceremonies?
I mean, I travel a lot for work, so a lot of
Right.
times I'm out of town, but you know, no specific reason, no.
Great, thank you very much. Okay, so we have our little ballot here. If you guys want to fill in you're voting for two, if you fill that in. Are we passing that to you or to me? Okay, so just check mark the two that you are voting for, and you can fold it in half and hand it to me, and I'll
That's Delgado? Who was that, Delgado?
the last person was Alejandro, before him Miguel, and before him Nicholas spoke. Jimmy Hart is not here. Just check mark the two that you are voting for. If you want to fold it in half, and I would. Here, you need a pen that writes, right?
No,
There you go.
I got a bad one here. Let me see.
Looks good on the outside.
Oh my God, I'm fun. Somebody's running. Depends how cheap they are.
Right?
No, that was a vacant seat, so we didn't have anybody in there, so
Yeah.
don't need to have a pen that works then, right?
Fresh pens and all.
Here, I'll steal my pen back there, 'cause that's the only one I had. And I'm taking notes with.
I was gonna trade you.
All right, thank you. All right, that long list of balloting, I'll give you, 5 seconds to give us the results. I guess we had a tie.
No, I think we're good. We're just confirming it.
Oh, okay.
I see 3 and 3.
We did on Tuesday's meeting, we did. We had to go through twice.
I think you guys selected Miguel, Mr. Miguel, and Mr. Nicholas Calderon.
Okay. Well, congratulations, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Army, huh? Ooh.
Yeah, there you go. So they'll get then appointed by the council itself at the next council meeting, correct? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Well, again, thank you, and thank you, Alejandra, also for applying for the board. And as vacancies come up, then we will, reconsider if you apply again. We have 2 teen member vacancies. Do we have any teen applicants?
Not
That-
at the
that have come in?
moment, but we're
Okay.
planning to advertise the positions.
Okay, perfect. All right, great, thank you. All right, board comments. Two items. First of all, we have got our chair, Dane, who is not here today. So we need to, he contacted ahead of time. He wasn't a no-show, correct?
Did he had an emergency?
He had an emergency that he had to attend to? Okay. So, do we have a motion to approve his emergency vacancy today?
We could go with, we don't know what it's about, but.
Yeah, well, it's,
Clerk, we have to defer to the clerk and said it was an emergency. So
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve his vacancy for
Okay.
today.
I forgot to check him off, one with the beard.
yeah, yeah. And the, yep. you got
That's
it.
the one where the pen didn't work.
Yeah. Do I have a second to approve Dane's?
I second it.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, so his vacancy is approved. His absentee is approved today. And then the other item under board comments that wasn't on the agenda is at the last council meeting, it was brought up that all of us have the exact same term, start and end date every 4 years. And if everybody on the board at the end of the 4 years decided that they did not want to continue, then we'd have an empty board. So, I guess, do you want to talk specifically about what was proposed?
Yeah, so at the last meeting, council proposed having the city attorney draft resolution to fix that. So right now I have the draft resolution, which will be brought to council on February 6th. And so right now it would propose staggering the terms. So it would be staggered to address this. One member will be appointed for 2 years, 2 members appointed for 3 years, and 2 members for 4 years. So that would fix the issue at hand. And so we would just, council would just need to know who would want to be appointed for those terms. And then after that, it would be back to 4 years.
Okay, that's fine. So you want that from us this evening on who?
I can take that
Yeah.
from you this evening,
Okay.
and then we'll have it in the minutes, and we can let council know your wishes, and we can also check with Dane as well.
Okay, I'll do the 2-year one. Who want,
I'll do it 4.
Okay?
Yeah, what's left?
you want 3 or 4?
3.
3, okay.
You want 6, right?
Unless you want 4, right?
3 or 4?
Let's open.
There's one more 3 left.
3.
Okay, there we go. So we got 2 3s, got a 2, a 4, so the rest of them are 4.
Okay,
We're
perfect.
good to go.
Jenny
Look at
took
that.
notes, so
That
we
was so
will-
easy.
It was easy, so we'll get that to
Okay.
council, and they will be seeing that resolution at the next council meeting on February 6th.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, let me add one thing.
Okay.
Now that we have a board full, plus we have the alternates, what will the alternates' terms be?
Well, that was the 6. They would be 4 also, right?
Right. it's
Because we have 4 regular members and 2 alternates. And I think you said it was 1 2-year, 2 3-year, and the other 4 4 years. Is that correct?
So I believe they would just be for 4 years terms.
Yeah, and that what you said in the beginning, it was 1 2-year, 2 3-year, and the other 4 were 4-year, is that?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
2 4s, 2 3s, and 1 2, right?
So the terms that I just
Yeah, which
mentioned
is
are
also-
for the full members.
Oh, that's 5.
5.
The alternate members will just have the 4-year
Oh, okay.
terms.
Would be the 4. Okay, I
Yes.
got you. Yep, okay. All right. Sounds good. Perfect.
Okay. And then I just wanted to put out, since I was already up here, I wanted to just remind the board that we have a board member training this Thursday at 6 p.m. here in council chambers, and it will be on sunshine law, ethics, and a little bit of public records. And we will have dinner. So if you're attending, we would be
Oh,
happy
okay.
to see you all.
I was going to ask why it wasn't like a Zoom, but now that you just said there's dinner, okay.
Dinner,
You
yeah.
can't do dinner on Zoom, so.
Yeah. If you're offering us dinner, I guess I can.
Get a better
Yeah, I
time.
do have it on my calendar. I had planned to come.
Get a better
What's the
turnout
date
with
again
dinner,
now?
so.
It's this Thursday at 6 PM, right? Is that correct?
Yes,
Yeah, and it's right in here.
yes.
Okay.
Somebody's car must have broke down, huh?
Yeah, Thursday, 2 days from today, okay.
Yep, there you go. All right, perfect, thank you. All right, any other board comments?
Yeah, sir, I was just, looking at some of our flags that are up here and some, just on display, not necessarily what we use for the, ceremonies or whatever. And I, on and off, I've been watching the debates, I've been watching the speeches, and they have the really nice flags that have spread out. I was wondering if you, the city, whatever, could get spreaders for these 4 flags?
It's like, yeah, through a flag store, basically, it's like a device that goes behind the flag just to keep it looking really nice. So when you see, like he was talking about the debates, you'll see online and they'll be really pretty looking in the back. That's what all it is. If it's something that you can look into. Oh, you already have some? Huh.
In that case.
Get them up here and make it
could
look
you-
nice then.
In that case,
In that case, make it happen. Awesome.
it'd be too much trouble. I mean, that could be a done thing, right? And it would be permanent up here.
Meeting, yeah.
They got, yeah, they'll probably send that out, won't they?
I think it's,
Yeah.
Oh, except for the ceremony.
It's an easy fix. It'll be fixed by the end of the day.
7 o'clock.
Cool.
Not sure.
Well, that was easy.
Thank you.
Hit the easy button. Okay.
That's all I had.
Any other board comments on this side?
Nope.
Nope. Any board comments, Frank? Nope. Good. All right. Very quick meeting. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
All right. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? All right. Meeting adjourned at
You just say third